evening,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome to episode 10 of Love and All That.
Oh, episode 10.
Oh, ano ba episode natin ngayon?
Should I stay or should I go? Darling, you gotta let me know.
Tonight is all about finding out when to say goodbye
Yeah.
to your loved one.
Pero una sa lahat, let's apologize for not being able to do our podcast last Sunday.
Bakit nga ba?
Domestic concerns.
Domestic concerns. Hindi natin masasabi kung these things crop up once in a while. So, all we can say is we're sorry na wala kami last week. Pero,
Yeah.
pipilitin namin na every Sunday, lalabas kami ng episode, 8 o'clock. But actually, some of our listeners wanted to listen a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So, baka we'll decide to,
Let
make
us
it a little
know
bit
when is the best
earlier next
time
time.
to keep us in the background while you do your weekend last minute preparation for the week ahead. Kasi Sunday is usually just slow down kind of day kasi nga the next day is a work day again, but luckily tomorrow it's a holiday.
at least,
Yeah,
Mas
it's a
madali.
long weekend for
long weekend.
everybody.
Happy Independence
Most
Day to
people.
everybody.
Happy Independence Day.
All right.
So, kailan ka ba magiging independent from this relationship?
Well, actually, the basis for our discussion tonight is an article on Psychology Today by Dr. Randy Gunther. She's a psychologist, a PhD. The title of the article is When It's Time to Let a Relationship Go. Kasi, as we discussed before in our previous episodes, meron naman talagang cycles ang ang relationship. Ano nga yun? The 3 stages
The
of love?
romantic stage, the disillusionment stage, and then the authentic love stage.
Paulit-ulit lang yung 3 stages na yan. At one point, you're so enamored by your partner. Another point is you cannot stand the sight of your partner. Pero then you decide again to fall in love later
Yeah.
on. And paikot-ikot lang yan.
Because
Ganyan talaga
love is
pagmamahal.
really a decision.
Yes.
It's not a feeling. Like, we can't emphasize that enough, diba? Although, sometimes it would start off as feelings talaga. All of those body chemicals working together. So, you will, fall in love and all. Pero, after that, the real work comes in. And then, I think before we talked about, meron ba talagang mga relationships na beyond
Beyond
repair,
saving.
beyond
Yeah,
save, saving. So, ikaw, what's your take on that?
Meron naman talaga. Kasi, for me, and this is just my opinion, there are things na you simply cannot change for your partner.
Mga non-negotiables.
Non-negotiables, we call it non-negotiables. And these things regularly come into conflict with your relationship and with her worldview. So, if these things cannot be changed because you absolutely, how you hold these things as an absolute, something that you will never ever change, ano pang isusurvive ng relationship niyan?
Ano yung mga examples na to?
Well, personal values mo. Like, you believe in honor, yung mga ganon.
Tapos yung partner mo, hindi.
Hindi.
Magnanakaw.
Criminality naman, iba naman siguro.
Okay. So, it's about values. Values that you hold dear.
Okay, sige, let's dive right into the
Balikan
article.
natin yung article.
Okay, so Dr. Gunther says one of the things na will have you decide to let go is small irritations that grate over time. Ano ba ang small irritations that grate over time? Sabi niya, every new relationship has both good interactions and not so good ones.
Can be
Siguro,
like little things like leaving clothes on the floor. Ahem, ahem, ahem.
may nagpaparinig dito. Okay, sige, aaminin ko, aaminin.
Parang, kasi yung mga little things na yan, they tend to pile up, di ba? And lalo na kung hindi masyadong open yung couple sa isa't isa, parang these little things talaga create friction.
Oo. At hindi lang, siguro you can ignore them for now, pero compounded with life's pressures, lalo na pag working ka, stress ka rin sa trabaho mo, tapos nagpa-pile din yung mga to. Oo. So, ito, boyfriend and girlfriend part pa lang to, hindi pa lang to nung pumupunta sa marriage.
Pwede rin actually.
So, yun,
So that's one.
that's one. That's number
Small
one.
irritations that grate over time.
Second is unacceptable behaviors that were not revealed at the beginning of the relationship.
Oo, ito yung mga sa telenovela na meron pala. Ano yun? Unmentioned child.
Unmentioned child.
May anak pala sa pagkadalaga o pagkabinata.
Or gender change. Sex change.
Dati pala siyang
Oo.
babae.
Yun, hindi niya dinisclose sa'yo.
Okay.
Past affiliations with less than desirable characters or organizations.
Member siya ng
Maute Group. Hindi mo alam. Nalaman mo na lang, boyfriend mo na siya, di ba? A prior marriage.
Oo.
Inheritable diseases.
Oh, STD.
Hindi lang.
Ay, mali.
Hindi.
Inheritable.
Inheritable. Like, for example, there... Grabe ka naman.
Sorry. Pero STD kasama din yun.
Kasama rin yun ng
Diba?
STD.
Kailangan
Pero,
i-reveal mo yun.
malamang, di ba?
Para inheritable. Kunyari, meron palang lahi ng mental illnesses.
Yes,
Or,
oo.
something that can easily be passed on. Mga ganun.
Ito pa, an intrusive and controlling parent lurking in the background.
Mga pakailamerong in-laws. Ganun.
Yes, oo.
Oo nga. I think, lalo na dito sa
Pilipinas.
setting,
Oo.
may mga kilala tayong ganyan na talagang nag-strain yung marriage nila because of in-laws.
In-laws.
Pakikialam ng mga in-laws.
At, then lastly, any past hidden behavior that might be unacceptable to a new partner. Like for example, smoker pala. Tapos yung isa absolutely hates smoking.
So, the whole time na boyfriend-girlfriend sila,
Tinatago niya.
Oo.
Mm.
Kasi syempre, di ba sinasabi nga nila, you tend to put, best foot forward.
Best foot forward.
Kapag in a courtship. Kaya nga ina-advise din na medyo tagalan ng konti yung courtship. Sana hindi lang yung mabilisan. Kasi it gives enough opportunity for the cycle to happen many times. Diba? Kasi may iba, they get married romantic stage na palang kagad while everything is so
Yes, kasi that's why it's
perfect and fine
important
and
to
dandy, ganyan.
be aware about the 3 stages of love. Siguro it para sa akin it behooves all couples to go through the cycle many times before they decide to tie the knot.
Although meron namang sinaswerte na parang kahit sandali lang sila nag-boyfriend-girlfriend, matagal and they got married, it worked din naman. Pero what we're saying is better plan or prepare for it kasi hindi naman lahat ng couples will be as lucky.
Exactly. Better be informed than be ignorant about it, diba? Better be informed than lucky. Tapos, mutually exclusive important needs. That's number 3.
Anong ibig sabihin yan?
Like for example, I need to have children.
Okay.
Yung girl naman parang, no, because I want a household free of children.
Ito yung mga bagay na dapat pinag-uusapan
Bago ikasal
Ikasal.
or bago maging boyfriend. Actually, bago yung pagkasal. During boyfriend and girlfriend stage, dapat pinag-uusapan na to. So, dyan napapasok yung like, talking about sex, pwede rin. The guy wants sex all the time, the girl doesn't want to.
Ako niya hindi nagmamatch yung kanilang sexual needs
Yes,
or desires. Ganon.
Pwede rin yun.
Maganda rin pag-usapan yung di ba? Kung kunyari the couple, nahihirapan silang magkaroon ng anak, ano yung gagawin nila? Are they open for adoption?
Ayun, isa yun sa actually mga needs eh.
Dapat pag-uusapan yung mga ganyan, hindi yung pag-uusapan na lang pag nandyan na yung problema.
Oo. Much better to talk about it now before you guys are married rather than you get married tapos ayan na, magsiseparate na kayo kasi meron palang hindi na pag-usapan. Okay? Next is diminishing illusions. I think this is part of a consequence of putting your best foot forward in any relationship. Kasi when you're dating, of course you're going to put your best foot forward kasi you want to impress the person. Pero sooner or later malalaman ng partner mo na hindi ka pala talaga ganun. May kulang pala dun sa mga pinoportray mo na kailangan niya. Oo. Like for example, nagkakilala kayo sa gym because nag-gym ka once.
Tapos,
Hindi ka pala nag-gym eh.
hindi ka pala buff.
Excuse me.
Hindi ka pala health buff.
Oo, tapos siya, health buff
Naalala ko yun
pala.
yung mga YouTube videos na, yung mga makeover videos na, ang ganda-ganda pag naka-makeup, tapos pag tinanggal yung makeup, parang, ang layo ng itsura.
Oo, medyo malayo-layo pala.
So, kunyari, the whole time na nagde-date kayo, all that effort para gumanda. Tapos, now that, married na kayo and all, parang, ma-realize nung husband na, ay, hindi pala ganun yung itsura ng wife ko. Parang ganun. So, maganda rin na minsan makita ka rin ng boyfriend mo na medyo hindi sobrang ayos. Yung lang, normal, low maintenance look. Kasi kung masanay na palagi kang naka-makeup, palagi kang nakaayos, di ba? I think it's like that.
So, before you get married, show your face. show your real face.
Try mo yung wag ka munang maligo, yung tingnan mo kung matitiis na yung BO mo. I mean, your natural odors. Di ba? Kasi, dadating talaga yung time na ganun.
Na wala kang ligo.
Magkakamuyan kayo ng natural odors nyo. Oo. Yung ganun.
Better have your partner smell you now than later, di ba? Yon. Next is external stressors. It's when your partner brings in external stressors into the relationship. An example would be
work demands.
Work demands. Yon, yung partner mo pala sobrang career-oriented, hindi kanya mabigyan ng oras, parati siyang nandun sa trabaho niya. Hindi lang nun. Nag-aalaga pa na siya ng mother niya na sickly, ganon, isa rin yun.
Oo,
That could also be a stressor.
Hindi ka willing to take care
Oo,
of
na hindi
your
ka willing
mother.
to take care. It's not that you're a bad person if you don't want to take care of her mother as well, pero that's one of the things that you have to accept of your partner. If you cannot accept that, then better say goodbye.
Same goes with, for example, may anak from previous relationships, di ba? You have to be willing to take in the person with his or her past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kung hindi mo matanggap yun, at ang mas malala dyan, baka hindi dinisclose. Yun ang mas malala.
Oo. Tsaka yung rin, pag may mga family members with special needs.
Yan, kailangan i-disclose din yan.
Or kahit yung, kunyari, nagkaroon kayo ng anak na may special needs.
So will that be time to let go?
Hindi, I mean, I'm just saying na parang stressor siya.
Stressor siya. Pero we're talking
Stressor
about
siya.
stressors before you get married or nasa relationship ka pa lang.
Hindi pa ito sa married na.
Hindi pa to sa married na. So, it's the stressors like these that when you take a look at your partner, nakikita mo yung stressor that she brings into the relationship and you say, it's time to let go. So, ganun yun. If you can't handle these stressors, then say goodbye.
Pero may napanood ako na movie na, yung the one with Ben Affleck.
Which one?
Yun nga, special needs siya. Pero actually, sobrang, pala siya, gifted.
Who is this?
I forgot the title of the movie. Accountant, something?
Oo.
Diba,
So, the accountant,
yung mom niya left the family.
left the family, oo.
Kasi nga special kid siya.
Special kid siya. Tapos yung tatay niya, sobrang talagang sinusuportahan siya, yung nanay hindi kaya.
Oo.
Oo.
So, yun nga. It can also cause strains.
Anong next? Next is power struggles. There are people kasi who always want to be in control of things. That's pretty normal. May mga type of personalities kasi na
High
ganun.
need for control.
Yes. If both of you are that way, power struggles may arise kasi gusto ko ako yung masusunod. Hindi, gusto ko ako masusunod. O pag ganun parate, you will always butt heads, you will always go into conflict. Diyan yung power struggle na napupunta.
May mga nagsasabi nga na mahirap daw na parehong panganay ang mag-asawa. Kasi pareho silang sanay na ngayon nga, leader, medyo strong. Although hindi naman palagi, pero may mga nagsasabi ganun daw. Mahirap daw pag parehong panganay.
Tapos power struggles also touches on mutual need or things, needs that need to be addressed. Like for example, when pag bago mo pa lang kayo, you both give way because you're trying to put your good foot forward.
Okay.
Pero later in the relationship, if you've been dating for several months na or a year or later on, may needs ka na gusto mo i-address ng partner mo. So you're going to press for those needs. And when your partner also presses her needs, tapos hindi kayo nagtutugma, diyan nagko-conflict din. Kasi that's also a display, and not a display pero more of a power push na gusto mo ma-address yung need mo.
Pwede rin ba kung kunyari yung mga situation na yung husband medyo nafe-feel bad siya kasi the wife is earning more. May mga ganun.
Actually, yes.
Parang ganun din ba yun?
Oo, power struggle din yan.
Struggle.
Oo.
Kasi parang yung nagdi-diminish yung self-esteem nung lalaki kasi nga the
Uso pa ba yan
wife
ngayon?
is earning more.
Uso pa ba yan ngayon?
Merong iba pa rin, I think.
Is it a matter of pride for men to always earning more?
I don't know. Let's ask our male listeners.
Mga male listeners, how would you feel if your partner is earning more than you? Is it a point of conflict? Nasisira na tinatamaan ba ang inyong pride? Let us know. Message us dun sa chat or
Siguro
sa
meron
Facebook.
pa ding iba na ganun. Tinatamaan ng kanilang pride, chicken.
Okay, the next one is becoming superficial. What does that mean? What do you think that means?
I think ito yung sorry. Kung yung relationship nyo falls into yung daily routine, wala nang something to look forward to. It's like a dead relationship. Wala na yung desire, wala na yung excitement.
So parang nagiging na.
I think or yung parang even the way you communicate with each other, parang stuck na with the everyday
I think it's part
stuff.
of boredom. My interpretation of this is when you don't want to go deeper in the relationship.
Kasi nga, maybe you're stuck with the daily things.
Or with like for example, takot ka to go deeper. You don't want to expose yourself too much. So, ang ginagawa nyo lang, lalabas kayo, kakain kayo, tatawanan kayo, manood kayo ng movie. But there's no deep relationship there. You're not showing her your fears. You're not showing her your,
This is similar to what we talked about before sa attachment. 'Di ba? Meron yung kind of attachment na
the attachment theory.
parang she wants to be close but she's afraid of being too close, so parang shallow lang yung interaction niya or tends to push other people away.
Oh, ayan na, may response na from one of our viewers regarding dun sa if okay lang ba sa males that their partners have earning more. Sabi niya, I won't mind. I'd love to be the one who stays at home. Kung pa pwede lang,
Actually, shifting na rin naman na yung roles ng mga babae
Oo nga.
tsaka
Pero
lalaki.
there are still people who expect the guy to to
Yeah,
earn
especially the more traditional ones.
people. Oh. Pero ano naman ngayon, I don't think there's anything wrong with the woman earning more. Malay mo, because the guy stays at that job because he loves it. It doesn't have to, he's earning, pero he's not earning as much as the woman. But it doesn't matter. If you are both comfortable in your living, walang problema.
Okay.
Okay. Next is boredom.
Parang connected din siya dun sa being superficial. No?
Yes. Pag like for example, if kahit na pareho lang yung ginagawa nyo parate, tapos wala nang excitement, tapos yun nga, connected to being superficial, you don't deepen the relationship and you're not getting anything emotionally fulfilling about the relationship. You're just having a good time all the time. Like part of being in a relationship, part of being in love is going through the cycles of love. Kasi as we talked about, love is a decision. It's something that you decide to do despite. And if you want to get to that despite part, you have to expose part of yourself.
Yeah.
If you're not deepening your relationship, you go into boredom. Kasi pare-pareho lang parating ginagawa ninyo, you're not connecting on a spiritual ba or an emotional level.
Posible.
So parang when you don't get to that level, why are you still in that relationship? That's the question. You just enjoy each other's company?
Oo.
Why?
Parang if you're afraid to bear it all, yung to open your deepest, darkest self to that person, parang why are you still
Yes, why are you
there?
still in that relationship? Why would you stay at all?
Oo. Kung kontento ka na sa ganitong klase, sa
Excuse me.
shallow kind of relationship. I guess that's why there are people who are into polygamous relationship. Kasi parang it's actually very straining, nakakapagod to go deeper into a relationship, di ba? Kasi it's your psychic energy, your physical, emotional energy, you kind of put it into the relationship. Pero kung kunyari, shallow lang yung relationship na gusto mo, pwedeng madami. Kasi hindi siya ganun kalalim. Hindi siya ganun kadaming resources na nakukuha sa'yo.
Maybe that's why siguro there are some relationships there's some people who say na kaya mo i-maintain yung ganito kadaming relationships. Kasi in their view, when you say relationship, kasama yung ups and downs, anong ganon. Pero this person who can maintain like 5 or 6 relationships, puro superficial lahat. Kaya kaya niyang
I think
maintain.
well, we need to talk to somebody who
Excuse
is
me.
in a polygamous relationship.
Meron ba, listeners namin? Anybody here na polygamous?
We'll keep it a secret.
Oo, may code names naman kayo sa chat. Don't use your real names.
No judgment.
Anyway, the next one is deadness. Deadness means going back to the 3 stages of love. Ano yun? Ang first one?
Romantic
Romantic
love.
love. Romantic. Tapos disillusionment. Tapos 3 is authentic love. Okay. Pagdadaan kayo parati sa disillusionment, meron naman talagang wounds na nagagawa yun eh. If, like for example, you get wounded by your partner because may nasabi siyang
Masakit.
masakit. Pero later, when you decide to still love each other, there's scarring that happens. Kasi yung wound na yun, tumama. Ganun. If the wound doesn't heal properly, kasi hindi nyo na-resolve, excuse me, you just forgot the topic and went on with the relationship without resolving it, that's called scarring. Tapos, if scarring happens, and no progress is made, magdadagdag at magdadagdag at magdadagdag ka lang ng scars, that kills the relationship. So, dapat pag you go through a cycle, you resolve it, and you decide to fall in love, forgetting all the past, actually resolving all the past conflicts. Like, hindi ka nagtatanim ng puot, kumbaga. So, nag-away kayo nito once, you forgave each other, you decide to love each other, let the cycle flow. Pero pag ikaw nagtatanim ng puot, you're scarring yourself or you're scarring your partner, that's what deadness means. Pag hindi na kayo nagpo-progress at puro na lang scarring ang ginagawa nyo to each other, better let go. Kasi that's harmful to the relationship na hindi lang to the relationship pero your psychological well-being.
Yung nagtatanim ng puot.
Exactly.
Parang related siya dun sa Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse ni Dr. Gottman. Yung contempt. Pag
Yes.
may contempt ka na dun sa tao.
Ayan yun, exactly.
Speaking of Dr. Gottman, may sinasabi sila na ratio daw sa isang relationship, 5:1. Parang for every negative reaction or encounter mo with your partner, kailangan daw may 5 na positive. That's how you build a healthy relationship. Hindi puro negative interaction.
Oo.
Kunya, parang ang tendency is yung concept din ng love bank na pupunuin mo talaga yung emotional love bank nung kasama mo, nung partner mo.
So, kasi ang excuse me, kung yung relationship mo always devolves into that same discussion, that same fight over and over without getting anything resolved, there's no action to resolve it. There's no, lang talaga, aalis lang kayo, babalik, tapos okay na, forget about it na.
Kalimutan na natin.
Kalimutan na natin, huwag na natin pag-usapan, ganyan. That's scarring. And pag paulit-ulit yung ginagawa yon, and there's no more growth happening in the relationship, that's deadness.
Kaya di ba may mga iba na they end the relationship feeling so empty? Yung konsepto na drain ka na.
Kasi stuck sila dun sa part na yun na parati nilang pinag-aawayan over and over again. And there's no growth happening. Okay. Next is excuse me. Pareho kaming may ubo ngayon. We're very sorry if we're coughing into the microphone. Yung mga naka-headphones, we're very, very sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. 10 is self-serving escapes that become more important than the primary relationship. Sige, this is actually related to all the other parts all the other numbers that we discussed earlier. Kung parati na kayong walang growth at walang deadness, if you're bored, boredom is actually number 8. And deadness is number 9. Number 10, most people will just address this by creating self-serving escapes.
Mga addiction.
Oo. Nang ilalayo mo sarili mo sa relationship, drinking, kunwari nag-golf ka, haalis ka ng bahay, go-golf ka ng mga tagal, maraming ganun. Ano pa? Going out with your friends, gambling,
drugs,
if these things,
alcohol.
if these things are becoming a barrier between you and building and a stable relationship with growth as a mindset between the two of you being partners, then time to say goodbye. Lalo na yung isa, yung parating na iiwan. Oo. Actually, while we're discussing these things, it doesn't have to be a bad breakup. Naisip ko, it doesn't have to be a bad breakup. Pero you just have to let your partner know na these are the things na I don't like and it's better we part ways because we're causing harm to each other na.
Yun ay kung makausap mo yung partner mo in that
In that sense,
way.
oo nga.
Yeah.
Syempre,
Depende kasi yan eh.
rarely happens.
Although it is possible to have a good breakup session. Thus, this is assuming that both parties have done everything that they could. Diba? Parang they talk to people, they sought some form of help, pero talagang lahat ng efforts nila talagang hindi talaga kinaya. Then, yeah, maybe it is time to let go and make the most out of it. Parang learn from what happened.
Ito, last number is escalating misunderstandings and misassumptions. Ano ba yun? Escalating misunderstanding and misassumptions is when you already formed an opinion regarding your partner, your partner's behavior, your partner's relationships with other people. And despite data na nakikita mo or binibigay sa'yo ng partner mo saying the opposite, you've held on to your thinking, and that damages the relationship. Let's say for example, you've assumed na yung partner mo hindi siya athletic, sabihin natin. Pero nakikita mo naman yung partner mo nag-e-effort na maging athletic, tumatakbo, sinasamahan ka, ganun-ganun. Tapos ikaw naman parang ayaw mo siya isama na umakit ng bundok or something kasi feeling mo talaga hindi siya athletic. That drives a wedge. Kasi puot din yun eh. Kahit paano puot din yun. What do you think?
Okay. Ganun pala yun. Kasi parang, yeah,
Oo, kasi puro inaccurate na yung assumption mo eh. Inaccurate na yung assumption mo. Because you view things this way, you assume that of your partner, pero apparently your partner is nothing like that. Or you're basing your decisions on that perception.
or could also be like, kunyari, ito yung pagkakakilala mo sa kanya kasi ito yung pinapakita niya palagi. Tapos there's this one time na prove niya na hindi siya ganon. Pero since yun yung palaging nakikita ng wife, parang hindi siya makapaniwala na the husband is capable of
Of something
doing that.
else, oo.
Parang kasi nag-form na ngayong assumption based on previous observations na when the husband is finally trying to prove something na hindi ako ganyan, parang yung wife hindi na naniniwala or something.
Ayun. That's
Maybe.
that's the 11. If you've we'll link the article on our show notes when this finally uploads para mabasa din ninyo. It was published 3 years ago sa Psychology Today. It's a very good read. Tapos we can definitely relate this to our previous episodes, the 3 stages of love, the
Attachment, the 4 horsemen.
the attachment and the 4 horsemen. Yung the 4 horsemen, when we say the 4 horsemen, it's the 4 signs, the 4 things that you do that actually break your relationship. Tama, di ba?
Or parang yun yung top reasons for divorce yata.
Yes,
Parang,
isa pa yun. So yun, if you have questions, if you have...
But it goes without saying also kapag yung dignity mo, your dignity and your safety is compromised in the relationship.
time to say goodbye.
Oh, time to
Oo.
say goodbye.
Kung meron ng threats of bodily harm, yung mga ganon, goodbye na talaga yon, automatic na yon. Yung mga nagsasabi, I stay I stay in the relationship kasi baka magbago
Baka
siya.
magbago.
I'm sorry to tell you, that rarely happens.
Hindi magbabago ang taong ayaw
Magbago,
magbago.
exactly. Or yung taong hindi doesn't see the value of changing,
Or
hindi talaga
doesn't see that he needs to
to
change.
change. Oo. So hindi talaga magbabago 'yan. So yung if you're staying in the relationship kasi feeling mo mababago mo siya sa pagmamahal mo,
Ay,
um,
sorry.
nangyayari 'yun.
Oo nga, meron din.
I've heard that too many times already.
Yeah.
Please, it's better for your mental health and for your emotional well-being
Oo.
to say goodbye na lang. Kasi there are how many billion people in the world? There's probably one there for you na can um can match your needs, can grow with you,
Yeah.
can decide to love you over and over again during the 3 stages of love cycle na hindi kayo magpapatayan ang babatuhan ng pinggan or anything else. So number one priority mo in a relationship before you get married is to get to know what you want in a partner. And if you find out that that partner that you're currently dating cannot give you anything that you want or cannot give you everything that you want, or you cannot compromise with that partner to get some of what you need, better say goodbye. Kasi, di ba, we get married because we love that person. We accept that person. We know this list of things about that person. Pero if your relationship now, the person that you're currently dating, has none of this, or merong one thing siya na hindi niya ma-change for you, just say goodbye. Say goodbye na lang. No matter anong sabihin sa'yo ng ibang mga tao, anong rumors i-distribute nila about you na ganito, you're still looking out for yourself and looking out for your future partner. Kasi if you say goodbye to that partner now na hindi mo nakukuha ang mga things na kailangan mo or hindi mo nakikita yung things na gusto mo from that partner, then you're leaving yourself unavailable for the true partner that's for you.
Okay.
Or masyado bang ako? I thought about it too much.
Ako kasi iba naman yung perspective ko kasi yan naman is what I need you cannot provide, so I'd rather leave. Is that what you're
Not just that. It's
That's partially
that's part of it. Pero what I want or what I want in a relationship is not there. Not necessarily he cannot provide. Pero we don't match.
Okay,
That's it.
okay.
We don't match.
Yeah.
I have these needs and he cannot give it. He has needs that I cannot give.
Yeah.
It's not just the partner. Ikaw rin eh. Ikaw rin eh. So, ganon.
Parang naalala ko yung, kasi we gave this seminar to college kids. There was this line na we said na talagang napaisip sila na in a relationship, it's not like the other person completes you. Like the one in the movie, Jerry Maguire, di ba?
You complete me.
It's not, you don't get into a relationship to be complete.
Completed.
You have to be complete before you
get
go
into a relationship.
Get into a relationship. And in the same way, parang you don't find the right person. You be the right person. Di ba? Parang ganun. Pero even if you are the right person, baka naman this person has another right person. Parang ganun. So, it's really ano ba yan? A process of discovering. Discovering who you are, discovering who that other person is. Kaya di ba when breakups happen, you also get to know a lot about yourself. Di ba na ganito pala ako, ganito, kinaya ko pala yon, mga ganun.
Kasi alam mo, ako kasi, when I was dating, a decade ago, decades,
Decade ago?
a decade and a half ago, my concept of being in a relationship is kayo na. Which is actually very inaccurate pala now that I'm older and I'm married and I've gone through all these things that I've gone through and all the learnings that I've had. Na hindi pala dapat kayo na pag nagde-date na kayo. Apparently, para sa akin na ngayon, hindi kayo na. Rather, you try each other out.
Huh?
You try each other out. Na. You try each other out. Para sa akin, ha?
Kung parang long term na. Parang
Yeah,
ganun.
oo. You try each other out. If you,
Parang,
if
oo
you
nga.
are a fit.
Kasi what's the
Diba?
point of getting into relationships pa, di ba? If hindi naman end goal is...
Marriage. Oh, why would you get into a relationship just to have fun? Then there's no depth in it. If there's no depth in it, pupunta kayo dun sa boredom. Pupunta kayo dun sa deadness. Pupunta kayo dun sa gagawin nyo lang distraction yung relationship nyo. So what's this relationship good for?
Oo.
Di ba? So when I say kayo na, ayoko nang marinig na kayo na. Kung if I am to decide, gusto ko gamitin yung term na they're trying each other out.
Parang pangit kasi they're trying each other out eh. Parang nagtatry ka ng shampoo, toothpaste, damit. Try lang eh. Pero I get what you're saying.
I don't know any other term to describe it.
I get
Eh.
what you're saying, pero parang...
What would be a good term to describe it? Kasi I think dating is just an exercise in trial and error. Eh.
Oo. Well, some people naman go get into relationships for that with those things in mind, pero not all though. But yeah. Tsaka nakakapagod kaya ang relationships. Parang may mga naririnig ako yung mga nag-LQ, mga parang
Alam mo,
nakakapagod.
yung mga breakups, finding somebody, tas nag-aaway, tas break up na naman, is exhausting to me now, and I'm happy I'm married. Na wala na ako dun sa stage na yon.
Iba naman ang mga
Iba naman yung challenges
ng
in married life. Pero I between married and dating, I choose married.
Because
I
you
choose
married
married.
the right one.
Ayun, may contribution isa sa mga
Test
listener
drive.
natin. Ang tawag niya, test drive daw. Parang kotse na.
Hindi ko rin alam kung
Hindi ko alam kung basta matutuwa ba ako sa test
test
drive.
drive tayo.
So parang, pwede ba manligaw tapos after a few weeks, test drive tayo.
Huh. Pero yeah, tama.
Ano ba?
Basta nagkakaintindihan kayo, okay na yun.
Oo. All right. So tonight we discussed, recap lang tayo. 11 reasons why 11 reasons to end the relationship. Let's enumerate all of them. Small irritations that grate over time. Unacceptable behaviors that were not revealed in the beginning of the relationship. Excuse me.
Mutually exclusive, important needs.
Diminishing illusions, external stressors, power struggles, becoming superficial, boredom, deadness, self-serving escapes that become more important than the primary relationship, and lastly, escalating misunderstandings and misassumptions. So, if you spot any of these things in your current relationship, make plans to say goodbye.
Hindi naman kaagad.
No, well, actually, pag na-all of the above niya to, di ba? If na-check box mo to lahat, tapos masasabi mo na you can't continue anymore, better say goodbye. Kasi syempre, that's the relationship, this means that the relationship is no longer healthy. Di ba?
Lalo na nga siguro kapag walang effort na, parang pagod na kayong dalawa to fix it, or pwede rin na you've tried everything pero hindi pa rin
Hindi pa rin
talaga
nangyari.
nag-work.
Oo.
So, actually, kung pareho namang understanding yung couple, I think posible naman yung
To work it out.
good breakup. Never good breakup.
Good breakup.
Yung
Tama,
parang
tama.
at least, okay, we found out na hindi talaga kaya. I wish I learned something about our relationship, and hopefully sa future relationships ko, I learned my lesson. Ganon.
Yeah. Actually, I learned a lot of lessons from my former relationship. Didn't you?
Napaisip ano? I don't know.
Anyway, that's all for us from tonight. From us for tonight. We'll be live again next week.
Yeah.
For episode 11.
Baka earlier, we'll see.
Oo.
We'll try it out.
Siguro we'll try an earlier broadcast time kasi nire-request namin na sana daw earlier yung broadcast time namin.
Kasi marami kaming friends na maaga matulog.
Oo. Kasi the next day,
Understandable naman kasi they need to wake up early for Monday morning.
oo. Pero bukas holiday naman So,
Holiday!
Happy Independence Day to everybody.
Mga kababayan.
Pray for Marawi, everybody. Pray for Marawi. Sana ma-resolve na ito agad.
And, next week? Recovering from heartbreak.
Recovery from heartbreak naman. Depende. Sige, we'll make the announcements on Facebook kung anong next episode natin. But for now, good night everybody. And
Good night.
spread the love.
That's all, folks.